I need to introduce you guys to the mountain wizards. So Photonman, Butters, and Butters' friend Para, as well as another buddy that I think he's bringing onto the server, have relocated themselves to a mountain on the map, and basically secluded themselves, and have been working on some private stuff. But they have kindly produced us some gifts, including, which I'm super grateful, in our blueprint station here, Rex saddles. Really, really good Rex saddle blueprints. That one's outrageous. This one is actually craftable. So we're going to use these obviously to outfit our Rexes for boss fights. So that's great. I've asked them if they can continue doing so for some of our other boss animals when we get going. So we'll see what they have to say about that. But apparently Butters caught a really, really good RG with a nice melee stat. So we're actually going to go take a peek at that and see if we need to bump it over into our breeding program. So we need to actually go discover their base. And I also should probably grab some food before we do that, because otherwise I'm also going to starve today. But let me double check. I was pretty sure it was 42 melee. 42 is what we currently have post-tame. There's melee, this one. Yeah, so 42 post-tame is our highest melee stat for the RGs right now. So we'll see if the new RG that he's caught is any better than that. And if it is, we'll definitely bring it over, get some eggs out of it, and try and breed its melee stat into the line, because melee's huge for the birds. Our big focuses for the birds, obviously, they're not boss animals, but we use them to do just about everything on the map, between harvesting, killing things, hunting alphas, all that kind of stuff. So weight's a big one, stamina, especially for whichever your main mount bird is, stamina is important. So weight, stamina, melee damage. If you're taking on alphas, you need that melee damage jacked up. And then health. Again, if you're taking on alphas or even big hordes of other dinosaurs, you're going to want that health jacked up. So those are our focuses for stats. A little bit higher than you would, a little bit more, not more, wider stat choice than boss animals. Like with most boss animals, it's just health and melee that you focus on. But because these guys fulfill multiple roles, we're obviously focusing on multiple stat choices. So that's how that's going. So I'm going to see if I can find some food. We will hop on my birds, and we will go see if we can find the mountain wizard's home, as it's so called. Oh good, we've got some food here. Let me take some raw meat. Not raw meat. Cooked meat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. Buzz is just taking a nap over here. I had to kick him off the beds when I ruined them, and I can't place him back into a bed, so he's just laying there casually. I also got really bored yesterday and painted some of my birds, as you'll see in a second here. There we go. So we get some flashes of colors on them. Indy's got the red stripes, red crest on her head, and like a stripe basically cutting off her whole body. I tried darkening Raven a bit, but black doesn't really work well. Gave her some red eyes, though. Some really red eyes. And then Angel, I completely whited out. Gave her a yellow crested face. And then just blue tips. So a blue head, and then her wingtips are blue. So I think she turned out the best. She looks really cool. So we're going to take off on these guys and try and see if we can find the mountain wizards. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I grab lots of narcotic and arrows beforehand, just in case we run across like a Rex or a Theranzor or something like that that's worth bringing home. Alright, so we got the squad. Everybody's following Angel. I have them in a special tame group so that I don't accidentally like follow all to everybody, because that really sucks when that happens. And we're good to go. I won't tease too much over here, but our cat has been super busy. Ooh, what level are you? Level 5. Pleb! So yesterday I did a lot of clearing out of all the theories in the area that weren't worth catching. Trying to force good spawns, obviously. What I might do is right before the weekend starts, I'll actually do a dino wipe and just give everyone a fresh run, as long as nobody's found something super exciting in the environment. Like I know one of our first dino wipes actually took out a 150 Quetzal, which none of us were ready to tame at that point anyways, but It's still kind of disappointing to know we're not getting the 150. Hopefully we find another one in the near future. So, doesn't look like there's a lot of theories spawned in this immediate area. We might need to murder everything. Oh, there's one, level 40. Another pleb. But eventually I'm going to be replacing these birds with the breeding stock we've got going on, but these are still my original birds. I haven't swapped them out. They have survived since I caught them the other day with Buzz. They've been doing quite well. Yomiya, you're kind of in the way. It's a good way to get yourself murdered, and not even intentionally. There we go. As I understand it, it is... I think it's this mountain straight ahead over here. Lumber told me that our wizards are hanging out on the obsidian mountain across the river from RG Mountain. RG Mountain's the one on that top right there. So I think they're over here. We'll find out. I have never seen their base. I have no coordinates. We are literally just gonna fly around and see if we can find these wizards of the mountain and see what shenanigans they've gotten up to, because I literally haven't seen anything of what they've been doing. Oh, sorry as I leave behind my birds. So I'm kind of curious to see what they've gotten up to, because that Photon has I don't have a track record for Butters, but Photon has a track record for doing his best to break the game in the parameters that the game has provided. So trying to get the best blueprints, the best dinosaurs, like maxing everything up. And thanks for the advice, Lumber. So I'm interested to see what they've done with this new base of theirs. They've only had a couple days with it, and so I'm sure it won't be too crazy, question mark, but I have no clue what they've been up to at all. So let's take a look. They've certainly picked a good area for dino hunting. They're going to have a whole section of RGs to pick through. Rexes spawn in this area. I don't think Gigas spawn in this mountain. I've certainly never seen them. There's Theries down there at the bottom. So they definitely got a nice area. Any good RGs hanging about? No, it doesn't look like it. Should we like stumble upon like a 150 just flying around? And they've also got plenty of threats around here though. Saber-tooth, scorpions. Ooh, that's a pretty sunrise. Hello. Or sunset. Sunset at this point, probably. Very pretty. Easier if I keep this on. God, that is so gorgeous. Can I, like, hide my HUD? There we go. Beautiful. Like, gorgeous. Good job, game. Give me back my scope. Oh, we got packs of aloes down there. Oh, they've even got some mammoths. Oh, that'll be good for, God, what's it called? Wood harvesting in the area. Oh, total mind blank. I didn't realize mammoths came up on this mountain, like, ever. Oh, I should have brought my otter with me. Whoops. That's okay. Look at all these stegos. A couple tech stegos here. Try not to... Oh, Jesus! There's a few. Oh, whoa, alright. I think I found them. Yeah, plenty of threats right below them, that's for sure. I wonder if they get harassed by the RGs at all. Oh, I see a woolly rhino. Well, that's a nice addition. Jesus, Murphy. Whoa. Here, I'm gonna land over here and walk my way through all this. This is a lot of green. Let's turn that off. And that too. So I got a Rex. Perfect tame 145, so this is a kibble tame. What are his stats looking like? Nice 36 melee damage, 33 stamina, 39 health, that's really good. Just a fucking horde of RGs here, and a Quetzal. We need to get a couple high-level RGs, not RGs, Quetzals that we can breed in. I see they got themselves a mammoth, and they've even made a metal base. Jesus. Oh, we got the berry. Perfect hunter for the hunting in the water. I don't know what stats are like for Willy Rhino. He seems pretty balanced. His stamina's kind of low, though. And of course it's raining. And then this is their precious metal home. Excuse me as I invade. I'm confused. Are Photon and... Yeah. Cool. They're stuck, like, inside of the vaults. That's interesting. They've certainly got quite the setup going here, though. trying to keep things efficient in here. They got everything running. Ooh. A bunch of eggs. Going for the berries. Loaded up on meat. Very nice. Certainly an efficient space. Everything works as they need it to. They got a back door here. Like maybe they were working on like an expansion area, maybe. This is quite the outlook, though. Very nice. Their pipe that just has to travel on forever. And this is their upstairs. I like how they did the double doors here. That's interesting. I've certainly thought about it, but I've never actually done it like that before. And these are their birds. So, Butters has got his fuck yeah in America. He told me, I believe it's called Deathwing is the new one. That one's just a straight RG. Here he is. So this is the one he says has got ridiculous stats. Oh, hell yeah. So a base melee stat of 48. That's 6 more than what we currently have. She's a female. I'll have to breed a couple eggs out of her. And definitely make use of that, that's for sure. I'll bring her back with me. I am going to freeze my little butt off up here. Man, they got quite the spot though, and they got access to tons of metal. They got some obsidian, that looks like some crystal up there. Might actually help myself to that crystal and bring that back with me. It's a good idea. I'll load my birds up with supplies. I like this white node. It's very, very cool looking. There we go. That's plenty of crystal. We'll bring that back with us. There we go. So we'll grab Deathwing. Ooh, I've got some levels. And fly on back home. I'll start breeding right away, that way when Butters gets online, hopefully I can get him his bird back as quickly as possible. Oh, did I grab you? I can't tell. Fix tame names. Oh, I didn't mean to turn off my HUD. Deathwing, following angel. Perfect. Okay. Look at their piping. They must have put this up with RGs. Oh my god, this must be so long. It would be such a pain in the butt to build something like this. Where'd they run it to? Oh, they run it all the way down to the river over here? Yeah, they must have. Ugh. At least this way it's not accidentally gonna get stomped on by like a brontosaur or something. It's all the way up in the air. We've got everyone with us here. We'll start making our way back.